heart stopped. And the most we've heard is that this guy got kicked out of the fraternity. I'm not understanding. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer, everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, I have an update on this story. In case you guys missed it, I'll have a link for it down in the description box. So if you haven't watched part 1 of this entire thing, you might want to go and watch that one before you watch this update. Now, as far as Austen's health goes, as of yesterday around 2:17 p.m. and yesterday being September 30th, 2025, Austen is now awake. He still has the tubes and everything connected to him machine-wise, so I don't know if he's been able to speak just yet. Again, it's been about a day since this was posted. I'm recording this right now at around 10:45 a.m. on October the 1st of 2025. And again, this is the most recent update, so I don't know if it's gone further than this. But about 12 hours before this happened, his friend emailed me and gave me some additional information about what apparently took place when the fight happened. Now, mind you, Austen was still in a medically induced coma at this time, and according to the email, and it corresponds with something else that was posted on his father's Facebook page, they had been able to remove the tube, but there was still brain bleeding and they were being really careful. Hopefully, he has stayed awake and things are progressing okay. Now, I don't know if his friend wants his name out there, so I'm keeping that and his personal opinion on things completely, privated on this little screenshot. But this is the information that they sent me regarding what the family was told. And again, at the time that this was sent, Austen was still in a medically induced coma. He has not been able to speak for himself. So this story would not be coming from Austen. It wouldn't be his side of things. This is coming from people that witnessed it, because apparently a girl there was able to perform CPR on Austen to keep him alive until the ambulance got there. This whole thing is wild. Okay, let's go ahead and go over some of these key details here. Now, before we get into the updates on this video, I want to show you guys something that literally just happened. I'm recording this around 12:30 p.m. Texas time, literally within the last 15 to 20 minutes. As I was downloading this video, as it was getting ready to be posted and scheduled out for this update, they limited and restricted my original video on this story. And again, I have no emails from YouTube. I have no notifications. The only thing that I have is now my little green symbol turned yellow. And all it says is add suitability and to request a review, but it doesn't give me any details, no timestamps, no information whatsoever for what the problem is. I don't cuss in my videos. I already have to use YouTubies, as we like to call it, because of how they restrict the truth from coming out. Unless you're some big news network, then you can say all the words, all the bad words, and they don't restrict them whatsoever. But if you're a regular schmegular, you have to speak in a whole different language in order to just tell the tale. It's absolutely unnecessary, and it's probably never going to change. If anything, it's honestly probably going to get worse. If you've been following the news, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to let you guys know that in order to take some sort of precaution, I guess I'm going to need to go in and remove the fight video. So it's going to be removed from this update, and I'm going to go in and edit it out of the original video and see if it helps anything. Because if you have something restricted, it puts a whole suppression on your channel completely, and I already had that issue. They literally sent me a thumbnail of a video that got over 100,000 views about a month and a half or so ago of the crime scene videos from Moscow Police Department in the Idaho 4 case, and told me that when a video does a lot better than other videos do, then they have to do something to basically level things out. So I've already been being suppressed for the past couple of weeks, and now here it is again for something else completely different. But I'm just letting you guys know what's going on and why some things have been edited out of these videos. Now let's get back to the update. He was doing a delivery across the street at one of the sorority houses, and these guys were playing basketball. That was a portion of the story that I brought you guys from the Reddit post that was left under the father's Facebook comments about the story. That's exactly what we had heard. I also want to add that I did go to Austen's Facebook page and looked for this guy, and he is on Austen's friends list, so there is a connection. We're just going to go ahead and go through the details that he seems to have been told from Austen's family. Apparently, their ball got loose and hit his car, which I know for a fact he wouldn't really care about. I mean, yeah, honestly, a basketball doesn't really do anything at all whenever it hits a car. So this is the story they were told. That he was being a smartass and told the guy to F off and watch what he was doing, but then he was going to shake his hand and say that he was just messing around. But the guy freaked out on him and got in his face and pushed him, so Austen swung on him. So again, this is bystander accounts of people claiming they saw that Austen was going to go shake the guy's hand and that it was obvious he was just joking around, and the guy flipped shit on him. In the original account, it was Austen swung first and then the guy hit him back and the guy went too far. But what we're being told here, from what the family is being told, was that Austen was pushed by this guy, and so Austen hit him back, and then the guy basically just went psycho on him. And that's what he says right here. The guy went completely crazy. Bear hugged him and slammed him into the ground, with his head hitting first to the pavement. And if you watch the video, you can see he has completely knocked out at that point. And the guy climbed on top of him and either grabbed him by his sweatshirt or by his hair, because Austen had really long hair. Yeah, he had like really long hair. And proceeded to slam his head off into the ground after he was out, like I said, until he was not breathing anymore or moving. And from what his sister told me, the only reason he is still alive right now is because there was a girl. Some were close and saw the situation happen, and she was CPR trained. She ran over there and started performing CPR on him, waiting for the ambulance to get there. Apparently, he died on the way to the hospital, and they brought him back. I'm sorry. A heart stops, and there's no charges. I understand they brought him back, but what if they couldn't have? A heart stopped. And the most we've heard is that this guy got kicked out of the fraternity. I'm not understanding. And this is where he tells me basically what corresponds with Austen's dad's Facebook page about the tube. They had a tube on the top of his head draining all the pressure from his brain, and they finally removed that yesterday, which would have been again the 29th, because the swelling had gone down so much, and that's a good thing. Yes, that's a great sign. But they still have him in a medically induced coma, and he will probably be for a few more days. But as we know now, as of 2:17 p.m. on the 30th, so just 12 hours, a little bit less than 12 hours after he sent me this email, Austen woke up, which is beautiful. So the police department in Moscow, their press release about the situation was on September 26th. I included this in my first video. You want to know what they've posted about since this? You want to see? International Coffee Day, which is today, October 1st. Nothing else. Wow. But as of now, around 11:30 on October 1st, 2025, there's no further updates that I can find. I'm glad that he's awake. Hopefully he's going to be able to even remember what happened. But with brain bleeds and things like that, him having to be airlifted because of how bad things were, I just hope for the best. I really just hope for the best. And again, there's going to be a link in the description box to the family's GoFundMe to help with medical expenses and Austen's recovery. I just, again, don't comprehend how, if his heart stopped in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, that doesn't constitute something else happening here besides, getting kicked out of the frat. That's just wild to me. But let me know what you guys are thinking about this situation down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.